Hi, I'm Chloe Edwards. I'm in Byron Bay for Red Frogs, and we are here helping the schoolies this week. So last night, me and the team were out just walking the streets. We're walking along the beach and just chatting to different groups of schoolies. And we started to notice quite big groups of kids heading in one direction. We thought, oh, we'll follow along and sort of maybe see where we end up, see if we end up at a party or if they'll let us in anyway. And as we kept walking, it was getting further and further away, these groups that were wandering. And we'd heard rumours throughout the week of a little bit of a party at the beach in the bush. So we trekked out to the beach, climbing over the sand dunes and following the kids with their flashlights. We hadn't even stepped more than 2 steps into the party before a guy came out, like running out towards us. He was like, oh, the Red Frogs, like, you need to help us, our mate needs help.
We're talking to some other kids, I was talking to some other schoolies, being like, just having a good chat, and once I finished, I saw this dude just roll out of the bushes, completely out of it, you know, eyes rolling back into his head. So I just, went up to the guy, I was like, are you alright? Not responsive at all, he was just reaching into the air, he was completely out of it.
And so we were able to immediately get them away, call an ambulance, and be with the friends and be a calming presence, and make sure he was safe until the ambulance and the police were able to arrive.
We managed to get his friends to pick this guy up. Now, he wasn't a small dude. He was like 110, 115 kilograms. He was over 6 foot, not a small guy. And getting the guy out of the bushes, up to the sand, somewhere it's a bit safer, because he could not stand.
It was also this amazing twist of like timing and everything being set up, because we had our team call our team leaders as well, and they arrived on the scene at the same time as the police and the ambulance. But because of where we were, that was sort of tucked away from like 200, 300 metres away from the car park in the beach, in the bush, the dispatchers on the phone hadn't actually been able to place where we were. But because we all had each other's locations on the app, our team arriving at the same time as police were able to lead the police and the ambulance to where we were, to where the schoolie was that needed our help, and they were able to get him to safety and make sure he was okay. So it was just this amazing thing of, if we hadn't been wandering along, we might not have ended up at that party, or at that party at that time, for those boys to be coming out needing help in that moment.
I'm Justin Payne. I'm the Senior Operations Supervisor for the Special Events Planning Group for the Queensland Ambulance Service. During the time I've been involved with the schoolies, particularly over the last 8 years as a commander, I've found that the rapport that's been built with the Red Frogs team and the school leavers gives us a foot in the door. Often we're finding out about incidences before it does become more significant. Knowing that organisations like the Red Frogs are there assist us and give us a little bit of peace of mind, and actually form part of our risk matrix in ensuring that we do have access to school leavers in a greater capacity. I do believe that there would be a lot of cases that the patients would be in a worse condition prior to our arrival than they would have been. The Red Frogs have been able to advocate to the friends within the room and insist that an ambulance is required. Getting there sooner is better than not getting there at all.
It's such a privilege to get to do what we do, to get to do such a practical, tangible act of serving and loving on other people in a way that, you might never see the results of, but you know that hopefully you've been able to do even just one little thing.